Today we'll find out how to effectively sell off your rented out unit. Hi everyone, my name is Casey from Home Quarters, and at Home Quarters we specialize in a customized marketing strategy to effectively expose your unit for sale. Alright, for today's topic, we talk about how to effectively sell off a unit that still has a tenant in there. Alright, there are 3 points that I want to cover today. Number 1, creating a win-win for both the seller and also the tenant. Number 2, what are the different sort of marketing strategy that we can employ to minimally impact the tenant stay in the unit. And then number 3, if all else fails, what do you do? Right, so these are the 3 points that we're going to cover today. Number 1, how to make it a win-win for both the seller and the tenant. Before the sales of your unit, I think it's very important to keep a very good communication channel with the tenant. The tenant, of course, already signed the tenancy agreement to stay at this place. Quiet enjoyment is expected for the length of the stay. But that does not mean that we cannot create a win-win situation for both the seller and the tenant to make everybody in line and is happy, right? Usually, for our experience, we will try to talk to the tenant of the unit that we are selling to come up a common time every week that we are able to show the unit, or every other week if it's not possible and the tenant is a frequent flyer. For example, we can say that every fortnight, meaning every 2 weeks, we can schedule on a Saturday or Sunday between 2 to 4 p.m. to allow us to come in with buyers to view the unit. We try to work as much around the time of the tenant as possible and keep it flexible, and also try to bring in buyers to their stipulated timing. From experience, we also give ample notice to the tenant that is staying in the unit that we are selling when the buyer will come into view. Sometimes it is with a drop of a hat, or it's urgent that the buyer only has this time to view. We would then ask the tenant, is it possible, and give them at least a 3 to 5 days advance notice for them to prepare the area to view. Right? Lastly, you really have to make concession with the tenant to really pack up the entire space whenever there is a viewing request, because the last thing you want is the buyer walk into the unit and found out that the entire space is really cluttered and it's very hard to imagine the unit with their own personal belonging, or what is the real space. Visualize the entire space of the unit when they do come in for viewing, right? So that is really, really important to keep the communication channel clear between the agent and the tenant, and also, I guess, the seller, tenant, and agent, right? So number 2 point, what are the sort of marketing strategy that you can employ to better, right, market a rented out unit? There are 2 things that we at Home Quarters use very heavily. Number 1 is the home tour videos. For units that are tenanted, these are especially important because we do out video marketing for that unit, and if the buyer is very interested in the space after watching that video, then we'll go ahead and arrange viewing with the tenant, right? That really seep out a lot of the shopper and a lot of those by the way and on the way buyers. And the number 2 marketing strategy that we use a lot in selling of a rental unit is 360 photography. Right, 360 photography is very useful in a rental unit in such that the prospective buyer can actually feel and see and actually walk through the entire space just from the 360 photography. It is as though they are in the unit just watching the photography in their laptop or their phone. Right? So this proved to be a very important marketing strategy that we heavily employ when selling a rental unit. This is also true for buyers that are overseas, that are unable to actually make it for viewing in Singapore. Number 3, if everything else fails and it's really difficult to really arrange a time, because tenant might be a frequent flyer, tenant might be working shift and it's graveyard shift, and in the morning they have to rest, and in the evening they are working. And then what will happen? Right, number one, if let's say the tenant is comfortable, we can actually enter the premise with the permission of the tenant while they are actually out at work or when they are resting. Right. Number two is that to relocate the tenant to another unit in the facility or even in the same condominium, terminate the lease and give them a sort of a notice period for them to move into another apartment, so that we can actually properly prep up the area for sale. And thirdly, probably if you have the time, then wait it out until the tenancy agreement date is over before you start looking to sell off the unit. That is the worst case scenario for this circumstance. Alright, here comes to the end of our episode. If you find this information valuable or you have a rental unit that are looking to sell off, do contact us at Home Quarters and we are always happy to help. See you on the next episode. If you are keen to have Home Quarters help you effectively expose and market your unit for sale and also give you opinion on your purchasing decision, do hit us up at www.homequarters.com.sg. Hit here to like this video if you find it useful, hit here to subscribe and also watch some more video on this channel.